All right, let's talk about the absolute peak of My Singing Monsters, the big one. The place every monster dreams of and every player strives for. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Today, we're diving into the legendary Gold Island.
And the game's official description just nails it, doesn't it? It frames this place as more than just some island. It's the dream. This one little sentence tells you everything you need to know. Gold Island is the ultimate ambition. It's the goal that every single monster is singing or drumming their little hearts out for.
So, what is this place, really? I mean, it's not just another island you unlock and fill up. No. Think of it more like the game's all-star stage. It's this grand symphony where all the different island songs finally come together. Yeah, the musical Super Bowl for monsters. That's a perfect way to put it.
Okay, but here's the catch. Getting to this monster paradise, it's not easy. You can't just buy a ticket, that's for sure. There is a very exclusive guest list and some super strict rules to get in. We're talking only the best of the best even get a shot at performing here.
So how does a monster even make the cut? Well, there's a pretty clear four-step process. First up, it's all about pedigree. Only certain kinds of monsters are even allowed to audition. Second, they gotta have the experience, right? They have to prove they're dedicated by hitting level 15. Third is all about prep work. They need to be totally well-fed and ready for the biggest performance of their lives. And finally, and this is the big one, they need you, the player. You're the conductor who gives them their spot on that golden stage.
And this is where it gets really interesting, because it shows you the trade-off. See, on their home island, a monster is basically a worker, right? They're busy generating coins and stuff for you, but the second they get that call up to Gold Island, they basically retire. They hang up their hard hats, they stop earning, they don't even need to eat anymore. Their whole existence becomes about the music. They're literally trading their paycheck for the spotlight.
So, let's talk about the big payoff for all this effort. The music. The song itself. And this isn't just another catchy island tune. No. This is the song. It's probably the most complex and celebrated piece of music in the entire monster universe. And if you're a music nerd, you're gonna love this. We're looking at the actual stats for the song. It's got a pretty upbeat tempo, 140 BPM. And get this, it even has key changes, shifting from this big, triumphant D major to a more thoughtful E minor. I mean, for a bunch of monsters, that's a surprisingly sophisticated piece of music.
Okay, and here is my favorite fun fact about Gold Island. You know that super iconic melody, the one the Mamat and Toejammer lay down? Well, it's actually based on one of the most famous classical music pieces ever, Pachelbel's Canon in D. How wild is that? A little piece of the 17th century hidden right there in the monster world.
All right, so who are the actual stars of this show? We talked about the strict rules, but let's get into the specifics. Who actually gets an invitation to this exclusive musical bash?
I mean, the lineup is a real who's who of the monster world. You've got all the naturals, from the little noggin all the way up to the huge Ent Brat, and of course their rare and epic versions too. But then you also have these awesome special guests. The core seasonals, the one and only Sugarbush, the electric Woobux, and even Jamboree holding it down as the only one from the seasonal shanty.
Now, this is where things get a little weird, almost like some kind of monster quantum physics. When you move a monster to Gold Island, it doesn't actually leave its home island. It's bizarre. A perfect copy, same level, same name, pops up on the golden stage while the original just stays put, still making you coins. So yeah, they literally exist in two places at once, all for the love of the song. Okay, this brings us to the last part of our deep dive, and honestly, it's kind of the most mind-boggling part. The actual cost. Not for the monsters, but for you, the player. Because let me tell you, assembling the full Gold Island Orchestra, it is one of the biggest grinds in the entire game.
So first, let's just talk about food. To get every single eligible monster, all 168 of them, up to level 15, you need to bake, are you ready for this? Over 92 million units of food. That's not a feast. That is a literal mountain range of monster cakes.
And the price tag for that food mountain? Okay, brace yourself. We're talking almost 925 million coins. No, I did not say that wrong. To put that into perspective, that is a colossal amount of money. You need a massive, perfectly oiled financial empire running across all your other islands just to afford the food bill.
Here's the real kicker. Even if you were some kind of monster billionaire with all those coins just sitting there, you can't just snap your fingers and make it happen. You still have to bake the food, and that would take
over 4,400 hours of nonstop baking. That is 185 straight days, around the clock, baking. Just wow. And that's exactly why, when you come across a player who has a full, complete gold island, you're not just looking at a cool collection of monsters. You are looking at a monument, a testament to some serious dedication. It represents an unbelievable amount of time, strategy, and just pure stubborn commitment to the game.
So that leaves us with one final question to think about, right? After all of that, the mountains of food, the hundreds of millions of coins, the thousands of hours of your life, what does Gold Island really mean? Is it the absolute ultimate achievement, the true sign that you've mastered the game? Or is it just the most ridiculously expensive vacation a monster could ever ask for? I guess the answer to that is up to you.